Yeah, it's been a while. I'm sorry, I'm working on trying to get some music up so you guys don't. It's not just like perpetual silence. What's up, Jeff? How you been? Let's see. We can do this. We can do this. This should be more than enough music. You're good? That's good to hear. Yeah? Have you been getting more subscribers and more viewers and all that good stuff? Epic music, thank you. Is it too loud? Maybe just a little? How's that? 0 to 2400 frames. Do you know how many 2400 frames? That is a ton of frames. This is probably my most favorite remake I've ever made. Is this particular song. My Rodan theme. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So first we do. Oh man. It looks so weird. Okay. So this is the last one. The last. Copy. Perfect. Easy peasy. I'm gonna try to have more streams on the weekends. So like tonight, I'm gonna try to get up in the morning and do one on Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe again on Monday evening, and then like do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and see what happens. So there's gonna, I think there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming. You like the Space Godzilla here? This little bad boy right here, hanging out on the left side of the screen. Western select. Put you here for now. Range select all. Should be none other. This is perfect. Boop! He just disappears. Paste. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. Move this over. Select all. And then delete. Oh no. By the way, Jeff, did you see the post that I made here on YouTube showing all of the different main characters that are going to be in Season 3 of Apex? We're changing the game, folks. We're changing the game. Shoot. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing? Working on Season 3 of Apex. I know I haven't posted a whole lot on YouTube recently and stuff. I've been going through some things. Personal family stuff. Dad's not doing too well. We're trying to get him... make his life easy. He's dying, to say the least. But outside of that, I've also been going through issues with people to work on the project. My modelers are no longer with me. My sound guy was no longer with me. I'm trying to get a new one. Things are moving really slow. And I'm also trying to get voice acting going. So I've been writing scripts and stuff like that. I'm just now starting to get to the animation part. It's been fun, you know, fun times. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And I swear the season is going to be epic. It's going to be amazeballs. You guys are going to love it, I think. And yeah. I really do think you guys are going to like what's going to happen. Or what I have planned, I should say. Okay, I forgot what this was. What was this? Was this for... It's not the water controller. I think it's the explosion controller. I think that's what this is. Oh well. I'm not sure. It's not named properly. You like the music? Thank you. It's all original. Well, I mean, I made it all. Some of it's original, like this piece. This next one, obviously, you'll recognize it when you hear it. Space Boy time. Oh man, I don't. Okay, no. I'm just gonna stick with what I originally wrote. Okay. Sorry. Alright, let's go here. I need to figure out. So, what I'm actually doing is working on. To stay on top of the ground, not in the ground. Okay. Going to try and join. You're going to try and join on Legendary soon? What do you mean? You're gonna join on Legendary? Like you're gonna try to get hired at Legendary? That'd be cool. Oh, you're gonna try to join the channel. I see. Okay. Sorry. Little having a slow moment. Actually, let's put him on this side. I really like how your series brings together several continuities, but at the same time it's something. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I mean, you know, I look at the series and the franchise as a whole. I look at all the different characters that there are, and I'm just like, okay, this would be cool if we did this. This would be cool if this was to have happened. You know, I'm just a fan like everybody else, right? So I just think about the stuff that I wish they would do that I know they'll probably never do, like having Zilla here actually be worth anything in in a story. So, you know, like, but I appreciate the compliment. I try, you know, I just want to make entertaining stories that I know I would like and that I hope other people would like too. That's really all I want to do. Right, exactly, Jeremy. Oh, okay, so so you started your own Godzilla story. You've been thinking about it. What do you want to do with it? Like, what's the story going to be about? I'm curious. Into the abyss. That sounds ominous. Godzilla, into the abyss. It's a medieval fantasy? Ooh. See, that's the other thing too, like, you know, okay, so stereotypically Godzilla, like, it's usually based at like present day or pretty close to present day, right? They haven't ever really explored anything outside of modern day times or even the future. We never experienced which is this. You said yours is a fantasy style show. Like mine is exactly the same way. Like this whole series is set in a fantasy style type world, not necessarily like one where it's like a modern day, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like how you mix fantasy elements and technology together. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. But that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my series, is tell like a story that they've never really done, in the sense that they always try to, they don't ever do anything fun with Godzilla outside of, you know, making him destroy a city or something. So my goal is to make him do other stuff. I mean, like, the coolest thing we've ever gotten that wasn't like your stereotypical Godzilla was like GMK, right? Where he was like, he's essentially that idea. The GMK Godzilla is essentially Ghost Godzilla, basically. We should tip his tail just a little bit. I try to make Zilla a little bit more like a raptor kind of. So I'm changing, I don't know. I don't know if I told you guys. I'm changing the whole course of the Apex series as of right now. I've been writing out a script, and I want to have voice acting and stuff. I'll show you something real quick. Part of episode 2 that I've been working on. This is part of episode 2 as well, but let me do this. I said pause. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, no, hang on. Not this one. There we go. So, here, let me hide Space Godzilla. So that, yeah. So what I'm working on right now is kind of a continuation of that. There's a few voice lines, so, and then some things happen, and that's what I'm working on, like, after the fact. Until I find the voice actors that are going to, until I find all the voice actors, like, I got one right now, the lovely Miss Rainy J, for all you guys who check out Monstrosity's Tokusatsu vlog and check out her stream. She's going to be voice acting, probably, you know, unless something happens, but she'll probably be voice acting Mothra again in this series. But I have several other characters that don't have voices yet, so I'm going to need that. We'll put Godzilla, Space Godzilla back on here. But yeah, if for those of you who are wondering, did you see the monster? Like, nobody said anything about it. I was surprised. Here, I'll show it again. This is what I was showing just a second ago. No. Well, Zilla, yeah, but no, you'll see the new one coming up here in just a few seconds. The one that's flying. It's not Mothra. Exactly. There you go. You get to. This is the first time I'm throwing the new Batra model into the series. And he needs a voice actor. So the idea for Batra, I had to turn off the music to explain this. So Batra's character in this story is he's the queen's brother, right? So in this story, look at Batra as more like a prince, and he's very arrogant, very sure of himself, stupidly confident, but he's got that arrogance about him, like, kind of like, he's almost like Rodan in the sense, like, personality wise, of like how he's going to interact with other creatures and stuff. but he's basically, yeah, he's got a big ego, and he lives kind of in the shadow of his big sister Mothra, who happens to be queen, and he serves her because serving her gives him power and station. And ultimately, if you think about like the only version of Batra we've ever had, which was in, you know, the 1992 movie, for better or for worse, Batra was a good guy. He went about doing things like in a way that was abrasive. You know, kind of, yeah, like Vegeta. But he doesn't have to have that kind of voice. But that's his personality. He's kind of like Vegeta. Exactly. He's an anti-hero. So he does what his sister asks him to do and commands him to do. And he walks that border between being respected and being feared by other monsters and stuff. Yeah. Jay, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream. I know you're probably busy. Nerd Cage Live in the house, y'all. If you guys haven't checked out Nerd Cage Live, you should definitely check it out. They've been putting out some really fun content. They even asked me to be in a video more recently, but they've put out a bunch of cool stuff. So if you're big into like nerd culture, you should go check out Nerd Cage Live right here on YouTube. And you can check them out over on Twitch as well. Good friends, good peoples. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm going to be looking for more, but they're kind of difficult to find right now. You know? So why can Batra be a human? Okay. So this is something that's going to get explained in this episode, or at least between episodes 2 and 3. It's going to be explained why these kaiju are turning into humans. For better or for worse, they're not humans, though. Ultimately, they're called surrogates. And everything that you've seen up until this point, from Season 1 and Season 2, is all been like, kind of like a dream, essentially. And now Godzilla's waking up in the real world of Apex, and he's in Season 3. Godzilla's going to discover more about himself, more about the world he lives in. He's going to be slowly getting his memories back, but there's going to be a catch with that. We're going to find out about the surrogates, which is what their human forms are called. And you're going to find out like what the whole story of Godzilla Apex, like what's really going on. And yeah, it's going to get a lot interesting. I'm taking a different direction, different approach. One thing that I can tell you that's going to be a big change is that the monsters are not building size anymore. They're probably, well, to give you an idea, if you look right here in this frame, you see how big Zilla is compared to the human character he's standing next to, which by the way is Godzilla's human form. That should give you some perspective as to how big these surrogates are and how big the monsters are gonna be. Like, Like the monsters are going to be able to walk into buildings, you know? Like it's not so much that they're going to be walking on buildings, they're going to be able to walk into buildings. So I guess you could say, you could look at it as like if they were dinosaur sized, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense. Godzilla human form. Yeah. Yeah. You'll see it. Oh wow! In one collection? Oh, in one book? The other thing about Godzilla Apex, I have really ambitious plans for this story. It's going to get crazy. And you thought one of your characters turning into a kaiju was out of the box? Yeah, well, yeah. So the human forms that you see are just called surrogates. They don't have any other power other than the ability to just transform into human form. Part of the reason why this is, so to give you some context, the world of Apex is not Earth. It is very similar to Earth in the sense that life can thrive on it, but there are other properties and other things about Apex that that I have not shown you guys yet. There's other things that I've written down and stuff like that. One of the things about Apex is, and one of the things that I am adhering to, so it's like a trope of the monsters, right, is that Apex used to not be inhabited by monsters. Apex used to be inhabited by Apexians, which, coincidentally enough, look very similar to the surrogates that you see on the screen. They were very advanced. They were very advanced in their technology, in their, I guess you could call it magic. Like, they had a different form of technology. They had a different form of life. They had a civilization, and in their hubris, they started creating monsters, right? And they started, you know, it all started in the same way that we started with, like, making cloned organs, and then cloned animals, and then we started genetically modifying our food and the animals so that we get bigger pieces of meat and apples and all that kind of stuff. So they started doing all the same things, right? And then it got to the point where they basically did what they did in Jurassic Park and actually create a hybrid creature thing. Obviously, there were a ton of experiments that failed in the very beginning, but eventually they were able to start creating monsters or creatures like the kaiju that you see today. And eventually they got so good at it, and multiple like businesses and companies got so good at it that each one of them started making their own monster and started pitting their monsters against themselves in arena like battles. If you think about, I don't know if you've seen Love, Death and Robots? The very first thing that you see is like those two monsters fighting in an arena. Something similar to that, except on a little bit grandiose scale, because they started modifying the monsters with abilities and powers, giving them different things. And so the arena battles were a big deal, and a lot of people were into it. And it was really horrendous because if you think about it, they created these creatures just to fight each other and kill each other. So, many generations, years later, war happens, right? And the monsters shift from being used in their escapades instead of being used in their entertainment, they started using them in the warfare. And in their in I don't know yet. I haven't given it a name, but there is an organization or a group of people or whatever, a faction, if you will, that decided to try to win the war outright, and they created Ghidorah, gave him phenomenal cosmic powers, which they received from an entity off planet to teach them how to make this creature. And Ghidorah essentially, he ended the war for sure. He also almost killed he did essentially kill everybody, or almost kill everybody, I should say. It's believed that Ghidorah managed to destroy the population along with other, well, you could call it Void Ghidorah, sure. I don't know if I would call him Void Ghidorah, but yeah, I guess that's the name that they give him from the anime. But it's taking the idea that Ghidorah is not of this world, of any world. He's a interdimensional being that is literally, a planet-eating, killing, destroying creature thing. So that's what Ghidorah is. That's what he did, and he was so good at it that he kept going, and he was going to try to. At first, he was just going to try and destroy the world, and then he was stopped. Right, he was stopped by Mothra. He was stopped by the divine, what are going to be known as the divine primals, which are Mothra, Manda, King Caesar, Godzilla, Batra, Rodan. Well, Rodan necessarily isn't divine, but those are like the divine ones, right? And the reason for this is Manda, King Caesar, Mothra, Batra, they were all in the franchise. They are all divine monsters, right? King Caesar is a protector of the Azumi royal family and is rumored to be able to to awaken monsters or bring them to life or bring them back to life. Mothra obviously is Mothra, and Batra is her sibling with, the same similar divinity thing, except he just doesn't have an island full of people worshiping him. And then you have Manda, which in the franchise was a guardian of the Mu people, very similar to King Caesar. And that's kind of their roles that they play in this story. And so that's why you see that's why we have the human forms. The humans had bestowed the divine monsters with the ability to transform into their surrogates, right? So if you want to, if it makes it easy, right? Think about the monsters that they each have different powers, right? So like Godzilla can blow his atomic breath. Their surrogate forms are a power that they have that was extra, that was given to them. So that way they could communicate with the Apexians. You said that Ghidorah in your universe had a hive mind of sort. Yeah, he did. He did, but not anymore. Like, basically, I want you to take everything that happened. I know this is going to sound like crap, but everything that happened in Season 1 and Season 2, it's a dream. Right? So the game is changing, the rules are changing, the story is changing. Season 3 is introducing the real plot, the real story. Everything that you saw was just a dream. Godzilla was quite literally dreaming almost all of it. Some of the dreams and the visions that he had were of real monsters, of real things, but for the most part he was dreaming it all, and that will be explained in this season as well. Kong may not even exist right now. If that makes any sense. Kong might just have been a dream. You said he's not dead, but he might have just have been a dream. I'll say that. Bum, 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 bum. If Kong exists in here, he would just be a chimp. This might sound cliche, but you like the water effects? Thank you. The water done look like the jello. Oh my grandpa done. Monkey. Yeah, but I can't play it. I just thought about it. I can't play it. It's gonna give me a copyright strike. If I was playing it in the show, then it wouldn't be an issue because there'd be sound effects over it. Blade, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome, guys. If you haven't already, and you can, feel free to join the channel. I'm going to start putting members only content up on the channel because I do have a couple of members, people who have joined the channel. Maybe some behind the scenes stuff, early access to episodes and whatnot. So Will Monster X be one of the Ghidorahs in your series? No. There's only going to be one Ghidorah in the series, and that's the custom Ghidorah I have. And if you haven't seen that one, let me show you. I don't know if this will actually... So, here's Ghidorah. He's going to be bigger than this, actually, but this is what his surrogate is going to look like. But this is the custom Ghidorah Apex, and this is what he's going to look like. Thank you, Quest. Thank you. If Ghidorah doesn't have a split personality... This reminds you of Attack on Titan? I mean, it is a good anime, and it's one of my favorite animes, but... And I'm not gonna lie, it probably did have a little bit of inspirational pull, but... I mean, you know... Quest. That's a good question because I've lost almost my entire team of people that were helping me put this together. As you know, it takes a long time to animate, right? That thing that I showed you guys earlier, I don't know if you saw it, Quest, you probably didn't, but I showed a clip that was about a minute and a half. A minute and a half took me 8 hours or 9 hours to animate. Right? And that's me going fast. So what it would take one person in a day's work of going out and with their normal job, that's how long it takes me to get like at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes worth of animation done, depending on what's going on in the scene. If the scene has a lot of models in it and there's a lot of things going on, it takes even longer. So I've had people doing the sound for me. I've done everything else. I just needed the sound done, but I've been having issues with the sound people. I've been trying to find a new one or maybe a couple of new ones. I don't want to... In order to push out... I know I can push out these episodes quickly if I can have multiple people doing sound. So, at the end of summer, that's a big maybe. You just noticed the manipulation controls? Animating for 2... I love animating, dude. I wanted to be an animator ever since I was a kid. It wasn't until, COVID hit that I actually got to... Well, I don't want to say that I actually got to, but that I started actually doing animation and teaching myself, so... All the manipulation controls? Are you talking about all these buttons over here on the side and stuff? Yeah. You're good at making SFM posters? I tried Source Filmmaker, but I didn't quite, I don't know. I like the look and the feel that this software uses. I do want to start learning Blender, but well, my goal is to make a good story that you guys can enjoy. If it's going to be better or not, I don't know. Space G looks nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great design. I think it was really cool. Okay, so They look the same? Are you serious? Hold up. You're telling me they... Okay. Hold up. Hang on. Let me... I'm gonna... Hold up. Let me save this real quick. That blew my mind that you would say that. Super Godzilla and Space Godzilla look the same. Do they? Okay, hang on. Let me load them up for you so you can get a better look at them. I think that's funny that you think they look the same. Okay. So... Okay. So we can have a clear understanding. Let me get rid of the coordinate access. Okay. Alright. So, this is the custom Godzilla Apex model that will be appearing in Season 3. You haven't seen it yet. This is replacing the Godzilla that you currently know. Okay? This is Super Godzilla, the one that you have seen. These two look the same because they're both Godzilla and they're supposed to, right? They have very similar features. Their heads kind of shape the same, blah, 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 blah. Right? When you compare Super Godzilla to Space Godzilla, I don't quite see what you're talking about. They're not even colored the same. Space Godzilla has spikes on his arms. He's got crystals all over the place. He's got the big crystal shoulders. You never thought you'd see the day? Their heads look the same? I mean, I guess if that's what you see, I don't see it. I don't see how their heads look even remotely similar. He's obviously got a way different, bigger crest on his head. His teeth are straight yellow. He doesn't even have like anything on his teeth, whereas his teeth are a little colored. Like, I don't know, it's so weird that you say they look the same and I don't see it at all. Their bodies are different. Space Godzilla's bigger. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you see it or what you're seeing. How did I get these custom models? I paid for them. Will Bagan make an appearance in my series because you already added Super Godzilla in the series? So, ... I plan on him to make an appearance, yes. How did you get these? I paid for them. The heads look the same. Saying that they look the same is like saying an apple looks like a banana. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say saying they look the same is like saying... an apple looks like an orange. I think that's a little bit better, right? Because a banana is way too obvious. Like, in my opinion, if you were to use a banana, Space Godzilla would be like a whole different monster. It wouldn't even be Space Godzilla if you want to say banana. But this is more like apples and oranges. They're both round, but they're totally different, right? Like, their whole body doesn't look the same, but their heads look the same. No, how? How? I don't get it. I don't get where you're saying they even remotely look the same. But okay. Oh my god. Oh, dude, they're not even remotely close. Look at the difference. You could see the difference. You could barely even see the spikes on Super Godzilla's head. Whereas these are obvious. Right? I don't know. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the big difference here. But yeah. So these are the Godzilla, the custom ones that I had made. Actually, I had a lot of these made. Welcome to the stream. It's all good though. I mean, maybe it's just the Mandela effect playing, I don't know. But oh, this one? Thank you. Our homes, our lives, our dreams. So yeah. Now it's time. I do plan on putting Bagan in the show. Oh, let me rephrase. I want to put him in the show. This is a custom, an original song that I made. It's called Ghost Town. And I've been using it for my Godzilla series. Originally written and sung by yours truly. Am I going to add Gigan? Am I going to add Gigan? I don't know. I like Gigan, but to be honest, I wish I had a custom model like I have of these to put him in. But I don't know. We'll see. I really like Gigan's one of my favorite monsters. But when did I first start doing this? When you mean this, are you talking about animating? I started teaching myself how to animate on this software when COVID came out. I say it like it came out like a movie. When COVID came out is when I started teaching myself how to animate, because I didn't have a whole lot of hours at work, and animation is something I always wanted to do, and I wanted to see if I could make an animated series, put it on YouTube, and get paid to do something that I love. And hopefully you guys all would find some sort of fulfillment or enjoyment or get something out of it too. So needless to say, YouTube doesn't pay that well. YouTube pays. I mean, it does. It does pay. I've made good money off my series, but it's not consistent because like last year I made like off season 1, I think the most I made in 1 month off of it was like $800, but that's because it went from having like only 5,000 views to literally in about a month and a half jumping up to 1 million views. So to go from like 5,000 or 10,000 views to going all the way to 1 million only paid me like $800. Okay, so if that tells you anything, when you see my videos and you see how the numbers on my videos and stuff, that should tell you how much I'm making. So like just to make $800, which is less than what a lot of people make a month, a video has to get a million views and keep getting more views. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's like, it's weird. Aw, thank you, kitten. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start streaming on YouTube a little more. I was trying to stream on Twitch, but nobody ever goes to Twitch. You guys are all here on YouTube, so YouTube's been crooked. It's been crooked since 2010. But for me, my dream was always to make animations and movies and stuff like that. Like that's ultimately what I wanted to do, you know. I always wanted to be a part of Hollywood and do that kind of stuff. And well, needless to say, I don't think that's really in the cards for me anymore. Is Void Ghidorah going to be in season 3? It's very possible. I can't answer that right now because, to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm still writing season 3. I'm basically writing one episode at a time. And then producing one episode at a time. I thought about trying to make the entire series or season in one go and then release it, but the problem with that is I don't know if things are going to happen and if I'll be able. So I'd rather just make one episode at a time and then give it to you guys and then keep doing it that way, because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. So I'd rather put out at least like episode 1 and then it be weeks, hopefully not weeks, but weeks to a month or so before the next episode comes out. It just, like I said, it really just depends on if I can get help with the series. Like, if I knew other people that knew how to animate in MMD, I would try to see if they want to be a part of this stuff that I'm doing on MMD, but I don't know anybody that does, and that would actually take it serious and make it look as good as I do, because I'm the one who's animating. Like, this is my series, right? What's stopping you? How come you haven't written anything? Or if you have, how come you haven't published it? I'll be right back. Gotta go check on my dad. Alright, you wonderful, beautiful people. I have to go. I now have to find a new place to live. So, I don't know when the next episode's gonna come out. You guys have a great rest of the evening. I gotta start making phone calls. You guys have a good one. Bye!